Hello children, welcome back to history class. Hope you have gone through the video. We have completed our first chapter. So here we are with the second chapter, that is the spread of Christianity. The medieval period in Europe was a period of transition. We have already discussed in our first chapter regarding the transition. Okay, so from the ancient to the modern world, it covered a span of about 1,000 years. That is from the early 7th century to the early 16th century. The decline of the ancient Roman Empire. The mighty Roman Empire, with which India had established important trade relations during the height of its power, began to disintegrate in the 5th century CE. What is meant by disintegrate? Divide. Okay, it started breaking into small kingdoms. Okay. The impact of the barbarian invasions. One important reason for the fall of the great Roman Empire was the repeated attacks by various Germanic tribes such as the Goths, the Vandals, and the Franks. These raids are sometimes referred to as the barbarian invasions. Okay, so questions can be asked, what are barbarian invasions? So the attacks by the Germanic tribes like Goths, Vandals, and the Franks are considered as the barbarian invasions. These invaders penetrated deep into the Roman territory and plundered and ravaged it. Okay, so what is meant by penetrated? They got into, okay, they entered the Roman Empire and plundered, looted, and ravaged it. Ravaged means destroyed the monuments, the traditional monuments. Even the magnificent city of Rome was not spared. That means it was not left off. Okay, even they entered into the Rome also. These tribes gradually settled down and assumed control of the western part of the Roman Empire. So what did these Germanic tribes do? They slowly started settling in towards the western parts of the Roman Empire and thus started continuing their splendor. The political and economic crisis in the Roman Empire were other important reasons for its downfall. Okay. Byzantium, the birth of a new empire. In 395 CE, the Roman Empire was divided into two parts, namely Eastern and Western. The eastern part of the Roman Empire was known as Byzantium. Okay, so what was known as Byzantium? The eastern part of the Roman Empire. Its capital was Constantinople. Today, it is known as Istanbul. Okay. The Byzantine Empire was also attacked by the barbarian tribes, but it proved to be more resilient than its western counterpart. Okay, so the western counterpart or the western part of the Roman Empire was completely controlled by these Germanic tribes. Okay, however, the eastern part of the Roman Empire could able to resist the invasions of these Germanic tribes. It successfully withstood the onslaughts and preserved some of the great legacies of the glorious Roman Empire. Okay, legacies, the traditional properties. Okay, and what is onslaughts? Onslaughts means the powerful attacks. So it could able to withstand the onslaughts, the powerful attack of the barbarian tribes. These Germanic tribes had, however, lived for more than a century on the borders of the Roman Empire. Okay, so they lived nearly a century on the borders of the Roman Empire in the western part and were familiar with the Roman culture. Okay, they were familiar with the Roman culture. They were semi-civilized and brought with them their own traditions and cultures. Who are these people? They are the Germanic tribes. As the unity of Western Europe ended, new forms of government and a new centers of power had to be found. One uniting factor was Christianity and the Roman Church. What do you mean by semi-civilized? Okay, semi-civilized means partially civilized, not completely, partially civilized. Okay, we'll stop here. We'll continue our lesson in the next video. Go through the video. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.